quite a while. I think maybe 5 or 6 months since I put an episode out, but we back, and today we have a very special guest. She's a model of truth, some would say. Influencer? Can we say influencer?
Guess we could. Am I an influencer?
No, on your way, I seen you selling stuff to
there,
people.
Here and there. Content creator.
Content
right now.
creator. There we go.
Like a mini micro at that, but
Yep. So Miss Tara, welcome to the show.
Hello. Appreciate you having me.
No problem. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for asking.
Now, is it Tara or Tara?
It is Tara.
Do you get called Tara?
All the time.
Yeah.
It's a fun fact though.
So
I was adopted. So my birth name actually is LaTara.
Ah.
But I was raised Tara. They changed my name.
Okay. People call me. I've had Ronell a lot, even though it's Rondell.
It is.
It's just how
It sounds.
But
If they messing up your name, they want to mess up
they'll
your
say
name.
Ronell. You be like,
People call me Tyra.
Tyra. I don't see where they get that.
I don't get the I. Get the
no,
Y.
Yeah, there's no Y.
It's no Y.
There's no Y.
I think because I model and they're just like, I'm gonna call her Tyra.
Yeah, that makes sense. Putting you in a box.
Yeah.
Speaking of modeling, what are you? Are you still a model?
Am I still modeling?
Are you managing models? Like what's going on? I see your Instagram and I don't know.
Yeah.
What you got going on?
Man, because I'm doing a little bit of everything. So I caught myself trying to stop modeling a couple years ago, but everybody was like, "You can't stop modeling. You can't stop modeling." And I was like, It's not that I don't like modeling. I think I just kind of the creative side, the business side took over, and it was less creative and more business. So for me, it just, I don't know, it felt like a job, and so I just kind of wanted to take a break. But I do shoots here and there, stuff that I want to do though. But I do manage models, and I'm more like on the creative directing side now too. So I've done like a lot of different music videos for people, and I do a lot of casting through the True Development. Once I started that, I kind of just put my focus over there, honestly.
How long have you been doing that?
I think it's going on 3 years.
Okay.
I think it's going on.
Have you worked with any celebrities? Any names you might know?
Yeah, I've worked with like NLE Choppa, Flau'jae. We did their music video. I've worked with Black Zach and his lady. What else have I worked with? Bootsy.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a few people. Yeah, I got a few people under there. A few more coming, but y'all see.
So if we got any young aspiring models out here and they want to link up with you, how do they do that?
Just hit me in my DMs. Honestly, it's just that easy. I check my DMs every day. Emails, text messages. I've definitely gotten better over the years of making sure to like check my messages.
Gotcha.
That was something I had to work on.
Gotcha. Do you feel like the modeling industry is toxic? I hate that word toxic because I feel like it's overused.
Toxic in like what manner?
Like things like only light skinned girls getting cast, only really thin, or that type of aspect.
I don't know. I cast models, so I can't really say that. I can't really say that because when I know for myself, when I'm casting, I'm looking for what the client wants, but I also want to always bring that variety. So I don't really think there's more light skin to dark skin, that type of ratio. I don't think it's that toxic. I think it's no more toxic than any other industry, honestly. I feel like there's stigmas in all industries. What I think the biggest stigma in the model world is less about how you look and more about your height. I feel like I feel like you're so inclusive for everything, and then when it comes to height, you're like, oh, there's a standard. Now we have a standard, and it's like,
what's they want you to be tall, right?
Yeah,
like
the standard is definitely 5'7", 5'8". They would really probably prefer a 5'9", but yeah.
And you did runway stuff.
Oh yeah. I've walked all the runways. So,
what's your favorite? What's your favorite genre of like modeling?
Pictures. I love taking pictures because it's a creative thing. Like it's something that like
just like portrait sessions.
Yeah, like I can literally. I like actually outside. I am personally I hate studio work. Like
easy on the studio.
Yeah, I know. I'll do the studio work, but for me, I'm a mover, and I just feel like I'm more creative when I'm outside.
I feel the same way. Like especially now, since I've been over here, I've been shooting studio like hard for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I'm rarely outdoors, but I miss it.
See, now that I'm back here, I want to be outdoors here. Like
in Greensboro?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In Greensboro, yeah. Because, I don't know. I just feel like this area, I feel like we all left. I feel like a lot of people left. They went to another city, whether it was Atlanta or Charlotte. You know, I even myself was down in Charlotte for the past, like, almost decade. So
I didn't know you was back. I thought you still was there.
I don't know. I just moved back, like, not even a few months. A lot of people don't know I'm back. Yeah. I guess they gonna know now.
Yep. News break. I got the exclusive. We got the Motto of Truth back in the borough.
Back in the 336. But I'm from here, so this home.
Do you like Greensboro better?
I like Greensboro for personal reasons. Like my family life. I love Greensboro for my family life. Work wise, I'm always gone. I'm never here.
Yeah. Is crime worse in Charlotte than here?
I don't know. I feel like crime worse everywhere. I feel like America's a ghetto, so all of it's bad.
It's on the decline.
Personally, I'm trying to get up out of here.
Where would you go if you left America?
South America, or I've really been looking into like Thailand and like Venezuela.
Really?
Yeah, they're really great places to actually like just live. Financially,
I know. Well, I don't know him, but I know of a guy that moved to Mexico. He got a huge house. It was like it's like $100,000, but it's like a mansion.
I'm pretty sure.
But he's been
everybody I know who doesn't live here, like they've moved like abroad. Cause like I got a girl I just met in Atlanta a few weeks ago, and she literally just moved to Paris. Granted, I feel like France is a little more expensive, but still, she's out. Like she's gone. She was like, "Yeah, I wouldn't dare come back. When I leave, I never want to come back. The food is different. The atmosphere is different. The air is different."
Yeah. So, going back to the modeling conversation. So you're like a mother. You got a lot going on. Like, how do you manage modeling and running a business? Because I talk to a lot of people that they'll say they want to get into some of this stuff, but then
family life hold them back.
They'll say, I got kids, or I got work, What advice would you have for somebody who's trying to do it?
A real answer or the generic answer that everybody gives you?
Real answer.
I'll give you both. The generic answer that everybody will give you is, just work hard and, you can do it, put your mind to it. The real answer is you got to sacrifice. I sacrificed a lot of time. I bring my kids everywhere that I can bring them, to shoots, things of that nature. You've seen my children. Yeah. But realistically, they cannot go everywhere I go. They cannot, just up and leave and go out the country or go out of state for a couple weeks with me. They have school, they have things, they're of age. So, you sacrifice those memories, those moments, honestly. I was fortunate enough to start it when my daughter was a little bit older and my son was a baby-ish, but I don't know. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of sacrificing of time. I'm about to have to do it again because I just had another one. So she's 3. So, yeah.
I definitely understand. Like, running a business is the same way. Like, I miss events sometimes, I got to work. And it's like
bittersweet.
Yeah, because it's like
you're doing this.
You want to be there, but then it's like, okay, if I'm there, you might not eat next week.
Yep. Nah, for real though. So, real life though.
It's crazy.
Real life. I don't think people really understand that part of entrepreneurship too. It looks glamorous because it's like, of course, we post the work we're doing. We have to, post that stuff. We don't always post, when you sitting at home and it's like, yeah, this was a good week. Well, these next 2 weeks weren't that great. Right. And it's like, oh, the bills still got to get paid. Like the kids still got to eat.
I'm working on like a piece of content talking about that because I think social media just makes everything look like it's
peaches and
like if you start a business,
you're gonna go up.
You're gonna be rich
tomorrow.
And nothing's gonna happen. It's like
half them people is still broke.
Right.
Half them people is still broke. Yeah. Shoot, catch me on a day I'm still broke. Yeah, so it's like always, it's not always like.
I love it though.
I wouldn't trade it for the world.
Yeah. I did 10 years like at a call center Like
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I've had a 9 to 5 for like 7 years.
Yeah, it's been
7, 8 years.
It'll be in December. It'll be 10 years since I've been full time. Like
Scary.
Some
days it's scary.
Yeah. Especially the beginning, man.
I'd be like, yo, like,
scary. I don't pay my car payment.
Right? No, for real. You be sitting there like, don't come get it.
It would always work out though. Like
the thing is, without model world, people don't understand like real modeling and like really dealing with contracts and really dealing with like companies and brands. Bro, you be put on net 30s, net 60s.
Yeah, people don't understand.
I did something a couple months ago. I'm still waiting to be paid right now, and it's like that type of stuff I'm used to.
Yeah.
But like when you're first getting in and girls be calling, like especially when I'm doing the casting now, they're like, "Where's my money? Where's my money?" And I'm like, "Read your contract, babes.
Yeah.
Like, you know, they have this amount of time to pay you.
Right.
I haven't even been paid. If y'all ain't paid, I ain't paid. So just look at it. I always tell them that. I be like, look at it that way.
Yeah.
Like, ain't nobody getting over on you. It's just that's how the industry really is set up. That's whether you in music, fashion, photography, anything. If you work with a major brand, you be probably paid the same way in this type of manner. So
it is. Yep.
Crazy.
So speaking of like brands and all of this stuff, so I've been seeing you, like I said earlier, like posting, as we call them, ad. Like
yeah, they are.
How is that? Like, are you making good money with that? Or you?
I love it. I'm not even gonna hold you. Yes, I make great money off of it. It took me a long time to get into it. My friend actually, Marquila, got me into it. I met her through photographer Darnell, super dope photographer. He's in LA though now. Okay. But yeah, they worked corporate jobs. Mm-hmm. And when I met up with him for the first time, that they was talking, and they quit their jobs and she started doing content creating. And I was like, okay. So I would just listen to her, and like over time I started like talking to her, asking questions and stuff like that. And she got me set up to get it going so that I could do it as well. And in return, I've done that for other people. I've set plenty of people up now with the same like different platforms that I use to generate some more income and stuff like that. But I love it. It's tedious sometimes, because sometimes you be like, I don't.
Yeah.
But I've had to learn like how to actually put the videos all together and all of that stuff. You're doing your
editing and all that stuff?
Yeah, I do all of that.
That's good.
I do all of it myself.
So how do you get your deals? Like, do companies hit you up? Do you reach out to people?
So at first I was going through a platform. I don't want to say their name.
You don't got to say that.
I was going through a platform, but now, like, now that I like post consistently and things of that nature, yeah, brands hit me up. Like, they'll just email me and they'll be like, hey, we have this deal. We seen that you do content, da-da-da-da. And when they hit me up, that's when I'm like, okay, this is how much I want.
Yeah.
Instead of vice versa, just being like, this is what they're offering.
So if someone hits you up just offering to send you some product, mm-hmm. do you do it? Or do you say, no, I got to?
It depends on the product. Now, I do turn down some stuff, because some stuff is like, that doesn't even seem realistic for me to even be promoting. Like, when I first started, I would just kind of do whatever, because it was off of that platform and I was getting paid or whatever the case may be. But after a while, I was like, nah, I don't want that on my page. Still, like, my
homeboy got, the guy I was telling you about, the guy like 40K. This company hit him up to do an ad for a cum rag.
That's what I'm saying. They do that.
Like, it's a rag that you.
Yeah, they wanted me to do a couples content. I don't know what type of toy, lube, but I don't know what it was. It was something in that nature, and I was like, how am I gonna put that on my page? Yeah, like how am I gonna promote that?
Yeah, how do you even do that? Like, that's crazy.
It's not even gonna pass. Yeah, like. Right. Realistically, on Instagram and TikTok, especially TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok.
TikTok don't play that.
Yeah, you put your account at jeopardy. Like,
you might as well just, you might as well go ask a porn person or somebody, like, because I can't.
What's your favorite platform to post content to, or the one that you find the most success at?
I always post on Instagram. I'm so bad with posting across.
I feel like Instagram is trash though.
Instagram is trash.
Like, as far as making money from content, hands down, I would say TikTok and YouTube.
When it comes to making money from, well, see, for me, I make my money up front. Whether those have views, that content could have 2 views on it or 1 million, and I already got paid because I did the work. So for me, it doesn't that doesn't actually equate to my dollar amount. And then
Do you get commission codes though?
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like on other platforms,
it probably could go up.
You'll make a lot of money.
I just actually don't even promote the commissions I get. I know.
That's where all the money is.
I just put up
those affiliate sales.
I just did one for True CMOS actually. I did it here in Greensboro. Right. And yeah, now I'm getting paid a lot from there. A lot of people like the CMOS, you know, everybody on the health trip.
Yeah.
So they updated me just yesterday. They was like, yeah, you got another commission somebody bought. So
that's dope.
I was like, oh, maybe I should really be promoting this. I just said that yesterday. That's the crazy part. I was like, maybe I should really be promoting these commissions because I have quite a few.
That's where the money come in at.
I know.
Like, I know
that consistent like residual income.
Yeah, like while you sleep, you making money.
Hi kid, because I woke up to that.
Yeah, so like that's I'm actually kind of shifting my content around to doing more of that, like product reviews.
Yeah,
talking about some of the gear that I use to like make content.
It's easy.
Yeah, it is.
The hard part for me is just like making the content and then taking the time to make the content.
Right.
Like actually editing those videos. Those videos be 30 seconds, but them videos could take 3-4 hours depending on what you actually taped or what you need to say or like that stuff does. Half the time those companies do not give you real guidelines. Like sometimes they will, but sometimes they don't. And you got to think
the real big companies, they will though.
Yeah, they'll be like, you need to say this. Don't divert from this.
Yeah.
I like those.
Yeah.
But them ones that'll be like, oh, you can say whatever and you can just make it fun, and you're like,
how do you script your stuff or do you just go off the dome?
Man, I just go off the dome half the time. Lately, I've been asking ChatGPT.
I need to start using.
You know what's crazy? I love ChatGPT, but I just started using it probably like a couple days ago.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've had it for over a year.
I was using it like a year and a half ago.
Yeah, it's been out for a minute. When it first came out,
yeah,
it's been out for a minute.
I
just felt like personally, I didn't feel like it was, I felt like it was cheating somehow. Like I felt like it wasn't genuinely me. It was like I was taking somebody else's idea or something like that. So I wasn't using it, but I started messing with it one day, and I was like, oh, it's the way you ask questions. Right. So it actually gets to know you, which is kind of scary because, you know, you're thinking 10 years, 20 years down the line. Like, you really, at that point, that app will really know you because it's AI. But
3 years. Tech is like leaps and bounds now.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Like, can you imagine a decade with them? That's your bestie. They probably know you better than you.
Right. Right.
So so I've been using it a little bit here and there now. Like, I don't know. I say some of the most random things to it. Or I'll like, if I have an idea, like a business idea, I'm like, hey, how could I make this real? And then, she'll give me a whole dissertation.
Yeah. Does AI scare you? Like, not just, like AI in general, not just like ChatGPT, but like.
Yes and no. I'm a technology person. I love technology, but I also understand the responsibility that comes with using technology. I'm not a fool. AI is something different because that's playing on our own intellect. So it's like, at what point does that become, well, it's already smarter than us right now. So at what point does it become too human?
Yeah.
Because they making little baby brains. Have you seen that?
I've seen that. Something like that.
Yeah. So at what point do those baby brains begin to have a conscience?
Yeah.
We don't know.
Did you see the, it was a reel where it was like one of the Amazon robots that was working. It just like went haywire.
But my thing is,
it went haywire and just like fell over.
It's technology. It's bound to mess up at some point.
Well, nah, it was it got frustrated because it was working all day. So it just like.
Spazzed out?
Just spazzed out.
Now just imagine how we feel.
That part.
Because we in America.
Right.
We don't stop.
Right.
They built us like we are human robots over here.
Especially now.
We don't know what fun is.
Yeah.
Drinking and drugs is what we think is fun, and it's really a cry for help.
It is. It is. Yeah, it's scary. AI scares me. I feel like it ain't gonna be no jobs in like the next 2 or 3 years.
You feel like that? We'll have to work through them and around them. Look, you sitting here talking about the content. They blowing my thing up right now.
What, you live?
I'm not live. I'm recording, but it's just notifications telling me like probably telling me to get my work done. What you been up to?
I never get asked that question on my podcast, but
I like asking questions.
Not much, man. Just working. Like you were saying, all the editing and how it's hard to like make those 30-second reels.
It is.
Imagine a 45, 30-minute
That's
podcast.
what I'm saying.
So I've been busy with like the work that pays the bills, which is why
a lot of other stuff gets put to the
yeah,
side.
but I'm trying to take it serious. But outside of work, just trying to be a good dad and get in shape. I'm down like 10 pounds.
Babe.
I do.
You do look good.
Thank you. I'm down 10 pounds in like the last week and a half.
That's
I'm doing this crazy thing, right? I'm fasting for 48 hours.
How often?
Well, I'm trying to do it for the whole month of this whole month.
Okay.
So I'm like, today makes a week. Fasting for 48 hours, and then I eat like a 6-hour window.
Mm-hmm.
Then I fast for another 48 hours. And
That sounds like my life.
Really? But when I say fasting, because sometimes people don't know what fasting mean. I mean, I'm not eating nothing.
Just drinking water.
Barely.
Yeah.
Because I honestly like.
That's actually really good for your system.
Yeah, I've been studying.
It's really good for your
system. Some people probably gonna say like, "Oh, that's crazy," but go do your research. Like,
it's actually
you
really
can
good
heal like diseases. All time. I don't have no disease. I'm just saying, I'm trying to lose weight.
Especially the way that we actually eat in America. To be quite frank, any portion that you get is at a portion. Yeah, anyways, I don't care if you go to McDonald's or Wendy's right now. It's at a proportion. The fry box alone is at a proportion.
Yeah, and the calorie intake. It's
crazy. Yeah, I've been training myself to eat smaller portions because I'm little, but like I be eating. Really? And I don't exercise, so I started exercising. I started doing a lot of stuff when I moved back here.
Really?
Yeah, I just
you got a membership at the gym?
Nah, I have a membership outside.
That's what's up. You run? Like what kind of exercise you doing?
Yeah, I run. I'm a runner. I used to run track, so it was.
Yeah,
it was just kind of like
you got that look.
Yeah. Junior Olympics, baby.
Really?
Yeah. True story.
What's your 40?
Don't ask me no questions. I don't remember. I was a child.
You know.
I do not know. Now I will say all of that information's at my parents' house. They know.
You think you could beat me in a race?
Heck, could I? Yes. Would I want to? No.
You probably could. I ain't that fast. I've never been that fast, but
I just run for exercise purposes, and I think for me, I didn't try to exercise too much because, like, even when I was growing up, I lose weight very fast. You know, some people, they can't lose weight that easy. No, it's the complete opposite. I can't gain weight that easily, even in my older age. So,
older age. Yeah, are you in your 30s yet?
Yes.
I think so. I thought you was like, wait, well.
I just had a birthday. Like.
Do you mind sharing your age?
I'm 34. I tell everybody.
I know you young, man. You know how old I am?
I don't know.
41.
Swear.
I turned 41 in June.
Swear. Oh, you shocked me.
Yep.
That's because black don't crack.
I appreciate it.
I was going to give you like 30, 35.
I'll be getting
tops.
Yeah, I remember those days.
And I'm usually really good with ages.
I had an all black beard at 35. This happened during the pandemic.
I got a gray baby hair. It's crazy work.
Once you see it, it's over.
It is.
In like the next 2 or 3 years.
But you want to know what? I'm okay because I want mine to go all white.
All white?
Yeah, I want the whole shebang. I seen this older lady on Instagram or TikTok. She be fly.
I be seeing dudes with the all white beard. I think it look good on some people. I can't imagine myself with an all white beard. I like the salt and pepper.
I like your salt and pepper.
Yeah, I'm cool. Like at first,
it's a thing.
I felt weird when it started happening, and I was like, man, I'm old. But like now,
it'd be like that.
I'm like, salt and pepper's cool.
My gray hairs came in, and I was like, about time.
Yeah.
I've always been that person though. I've always wanted to get older.
Really?
Like not like older like this age. I'm talking like
older.
Older.
You want to live.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So outside of like modeling and all the busy work, like what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun? I sit outside in the sun.
Touch some grass.
Yep, I be grounding. I hang out with my kids, talk to their crazy selves.
Everybody always said, like, I ask everybody this question, and everybody always says
because we live in America. What is fun? I know
What's some of your hobbies, man? Like
my real
no family,
hobbies
no
that people
kids.
don't know. My real hobbies, like stuff I do that don't nobody know about. Like I like coloring.
See, there we go. There we go.
I like coloring and coloring books. I cannot draw, but I love to color. I smoke weed. I'm a lemon drop martini kind of gal. I love a good drop any time of the day.
What's your
I be chilling, really. I like laying down and watching Gilmore Girls. Like, if you really want to get into like what I really be doing when I have nothing else to do.
Like, yeah,
okay, I like to lay down. I like to lay in the bed, as my daughter likes to call it, bed rot. I love to bed rot and watch Gilmore Girls and eat my white cheddar popcorn out the black bag.
I like white cheddar. Yeah, is it the smart?
Yeah, it's the smart.
Yes.
I was about to bring it with me, honestly.
I love that, yo. It made me feel like I'm eating healthy, although.
But you really got it. Every time, because I could eat the whole big bag by myself.
That's a bit
crazy, right?
I bought a little.
I know. It's crazy, but I save like half, and I'll be like, because I'm calorie watching.
Right.
Not really.
Right.
Just telling myself that. But that's what I really do for fun. Like, I really just be chilling. People think like I'm just so outgoing and I'm just so. Nah, I'm actually very introverted.
You still be in the clubs and stuff like that?
Hell no. Not if I don't have to. Yeah. Not if I don't have to. Yeah.
I got burned out from that stuff, and I was like.
Even when I was in the club,
I still was doing it for a while.
I was working the clubs. Yeah, I was working the clubs. So like,
What current show are you watching right now? Like, do you have a current series?
I just finished Average Joe. Have you seen that? It's on Netflix. Really good. You should watch it.
I canceled Netflix. Netflix is booty, man. I canceled that like 2 years ago.
Wow, that's crazy work.
They don't got nothing.
They have something every week now. Swear for Lord.
Did you have Netflix when it first came out? Maybe
yes, I've had Netflix. Ago? I have gone through the Netflix.
It used to be fire, yo.
Like, it did. But I'm trying to tell you, come back just a little bit. They got some new shows coming out. They good.
I am thinking about getting a subscription just to watch.
I mean, if you gotta go steal one, go get one. It's not a movie. It's a series.
No. What's that movie that just came out? Everybody's
Deliverance.
Talking about? Yeah,
that's on
I want to get it just to see that.
I want to watch it, but I need to watch it during the day.
Oh, you ain't watched it yet?
Not yet.
I was gonna ask you what you thought about it.
I don't know if it's scary or not.
I heard it was funny and scary.
That's what I heard too, but I'm gonna watch it either way it goes during the day, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah, there's TikToks where people are like, "Don't watch this. You let demons in your house."
Now I will say I have heard that, but I feel like a lot of shit we watch right now, there's all types of things that come through. The eyes is the window to the soul. Gotta watch. That's
what they say.
Gotta watch what you're looking at.
I feel like as long as you're conscious to what you're watching.
Exactly. Like, I love American Horror Story.
I tried to watch that. I couldn't get into it.
I watched all the seasons. What I will not do, though, is watch them beginning credits.
Why not?
I don't listen to it. I cover my ears. I cover my eyes.
Is it like somebody speaking in tongues?
Nah, it's like a lot of images, demonic images that I know for 110% fact are demonic images, and they are going through. And it has weird, eerie sounds that are like, I can't decipher what that actually is being said. So
that's how it is if I'm watching a movie and like somebody gets possessed and they start speaking.
Yeah, I don't watch that.
I always hit mute.
Yep.
I never like.
I don't want to hear that.
Because I don't know what they're saying.
And my thing is this: Latin is the root of all languages.
That's where spells come from.
Yeah. When they start speaking in tongues, especially in movies and stuff like that, that is Latin. And I took Latin for like 5-6 years, so it's a dead language, but I can understand it.
I don't even like churches when they start doing that.
I don't think speaking in tongues is weird.
I don't think it's from God. I really don't.
Some of that stuff is not.
That might rub some people the wrong way.
They might, get the shaking and all that. So it's a thin line between like. Yeah, it's a real thin line. They might not like that, but that's just my personal opinion.
I was like reading through the Bible, and when it talks about speaking in tongues,
if you be mindful.
No, but also so the prophets that the people were speaking in tongues. If you actually study what they was talking about, it was saying that like, okay, me and you go to Spain right now, and I start preaching. We don't speak Spanish.
We don't speak Spanish, yeah.
What God was doing was putting, like, blessing, like, say you, and you would be able to understand what they're saying and speak back in their language.
But you're somebody.
It's not gibberish.
My thing is this. Even in the Bible, it says somebody's supposed to be able to understand.
That's
you.
what I'm saying. You're speaking in tongues means you can understand the language. It's not just some gibberish.
It's not just some random whatever they be saying and all that. Like, and I'm sorry, I really feel like us people when we go to church, we be overdoing some things because we're listening to the pastor more than actually opening that Bible ourselves and reading and getting an understanding for ourselves. And we're leaning on man's word and not the Bible. Because if you really open that book, if you really open that book,
yo, during the pandemic,
your mind would blow.
I started reading and like looking at other alternative interpretations of the Bible. It ain't got nothing to do with people like 95% of what church be telling us.
White people love to say, so for God loved the earth that he gave his only begotten son. Well, let's break down those words. Because now your feelings is going to be hurt when you find out those words are actually a lot more singular than you think. That is a group of people.
Exactly.
But I ain't even about to go
There you go, yo. I think we're on the same page. I ain't
even about to burst people's heads because I don't,
He called a certain group of people the world.
The world. And he loved them.
Exactly.
My thing is with the Bible, I look at it this way. It's a history book like no others. So you have to cross-reference. You do. Wouldn't you cross-reference a history book?
Yep.
Don't you cross-reference when you're in school learning about the U.S. history and all this, that, and the fourth? Yeah. The Bible does have stories, of course. It has, what people said, this, that, and the fourth, but you're not going to take away the facts because there's a lot in that book that are facts.
Yep.
But if you don't take the time to actually study, and I mean actually study, not just read that Bible over and over and highlight it and put your quotes in your little book and, make your own understanding. Oh, I talked to God and he told me this about this scripture. Okay, that's cool. That's great. I'm glad you have that relationship. But what did you actually study?
Right.
Because you have to go outside that book, and them books get expensive. I know, because I done bought a few. Yeah. I have a few in my repertoire. I
read some PDFs that I found.
I've had pastors come back to me asking for my notes. Asking for the things that I got
into some conversations with pastors about
I've had them angry at me all the way to getting an understanding.
That's how I had one pastor. He hit me up. We were having a debate. He's just talking. I'm sending him scriptures.
Yep.
This dude texts me in all caps.
His opinion.
He texts me in all caps. Stop sending me scriptures.
Exactly.
I'm like, bro, how
you're leaning on your understanding and not the word, and I think that's when you really know. There's a few people out here that really know, and you can tell the difference in the conversation. It's never animosity.
Right.
It's never personal.
Right.
I didn't say this.
Right.
This ain't even my thinking.
Right. I'm just reading the book.
I'm just reading what you say you follow. I'm just letting you know what was actually said, not what you think was said. It's kind of like a toxic relationship. It's like you heard this, but it's really this. And it just goes back to just them playing with words. And that's why we do have so many words. And that is why, certain things become another way. Because it's like, oh, we gotta scrub out that. We got to keep that lie going. We got to keep that lie going. Well, you can't keep a lie going unless you tell more lies. Right. And then eventually you forget what the truth was. Right. And I feel like that's just where we're at. We're at that point where, well, let me rephrase that. I don't think we're there right now. I think right now we are definitely in that space where they talk about where the opening of knowledge and truth and let those who have ears to hear and those who have eyes to see.
Yeah.
And I feel like, I know for myself, the more I read and understood and truly understood, the less I spoke.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I found out and was learning everything in the beginning, I was like, yo, did you know? You shouldn't be doing this. We shouldn't be doing. Like, I'm out here looking crazy. Yeah, people looking at me like, oh, she done snapped out.
Yes.
And I'm like, nah, I ain't snapped out.
But the Bible
I'm reading
said
the same book you did.
The Bible said that. It was like people that follow Christ, basically you going to get ridiculed.
Yep. Just like it.
Because like, that shows you
because how dare you feel like you know something more than me? How dare you, oh, you're young, you're my child.
Oh, yes. I was telling
you're in my congregation.
My mom kind of leans a little bit towards my way of thinking now, but in the beginning, the first time we had a conversation, my mom hung up on me. She hung the phone up on me. My mom ain't never.
My dad was very upset. Definitely PK kid. Dad's a minister. Uncle owns a church over here, actually right here around the corner that they go to. But yeah, even my old pastor is actually the one, when I was talking, he's one of the ones that was like, let me see what you got in them notes is standing for. Like,
That's
let me
what's up.
he changed his whole entire doctrine in his church. Literally.
That's what's
like,
up.
And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Where to the point where I think that was the beginning of my dad actually, I guess because it couldn't come from me. You know, sometimes
it be that way.
Sometimes some things just can't come from you. It's not personal, but it can't come from you.
I've had stuff I told my baby moms, and she won't take it, but then
somebody else has said,
and she'll
it could be
like, I said it a year ago.
Yeah, like, it could be the most simple things in life. We just, as humans, I feel like we do that in general.
Yeah,
you know, I've done that in my own relationship. I'll be sitting there, I'll be like, nah, I just told you this time. I guess it just feels better coming from somebody else. I don't know. Yeah, we done went off on a tangent.
We did kind of go off on a tangent, but it was good though. I like that. Movies. Out, like, do you go out to movies? Is there anything that you?
Sometimes I do. Movies be expensive.
Well, I normally go by myself, so.
Oh, well.
I might take my daughter, but.
My daughter goes by herself. I don't know. I'm such a streamer. Like, people don't realize, like, I'm such a homebody. Like, if it can come out my iPad, and I can watch it and stream it to my TV, so be it. Like, I'm good. But I do like to just go out sometimes, like, to the movies in general. But I got to be able to have a drink and a snack. Like, I want to sit down and eat and do all that good stuff in there. Yeah. I don't even remember the last movie I went to.
That's crazy.
I think I went to go see, I feel like it was a superhero movie, I feel like.
Are you into the Marvel movies?
Yeah, I love Marvel. I love, like...
You still love Marvel, though?
It's kind of dying out because I feel like they've run out of things to talk about.
It's tanked.
And they're trying
to... Go ahead.
Everybody gay, man.
Yeah.
And I have no problem with gay people, but it's like, dang.
It's like it's just been pushed.
Everywhere?
Right. Yeah.
Like, how's Spider-Man gay? Like...
Yeah.
How? Yeah. Which one, made versions just to make them gay? Like, it's just weird to me. It's just... Now, the Joker, I could see that. The Joker gave me gay vibes always.
Really?
Yes, he was dressed to the nines, makeup on the face. Yes, he was giving. Joker was always giving.
It depends on what version of the Joker. I didn't see Heath Ledger.
Ledger?
Like The Dark Knight. You couldn't see him as being gay.
I could see him very
the old one from like the 60s.
I don't care if we went to the beginning. I could see Joker always being gay. Always. Look back. When you look back, you can be like, oh, I see what she means. Like, he was dressed to the nines.
Because you dressed.
He had trauma, like daddy trauma at that.
Yeah.
A permanent smile on his face.
That's funny.
Wearing the mask, covering it up.
That's funny.
Just saying. But yeah, I do like Marvels. They are a little all over the place right now, but I feel like everything in entertainment is all over the place, and I really don't understand that agenda sometimes. But I do see the effects of it because I do have children of all ages. I have a 3-year-old, I have a 9-year-old, and I have a 14-year-old. So it's like, I see what y'all doing though. Yeah. Because, my 3-year-old shows be having stuff about like, it's okay if little girls play with the color blue and little boys play with the color pink. Like, you can already see, like, they're trying to make, which I get, there should be no oppression against what you do. But I think with that particular topic, it's never about your being, and it's more about your sexuality. And so, therefore, for me as a mother, I don't feel like sexuality belongs in my 3-year-old's mind frame, my 10-year-old's mind frame. Or whether you're straight or gay, I don't care. Like,
it's like, come on.
I just don't feel like, even as a heterosexual female, like, you shouldn't be just doing certain stuff in front of your children either, or showing them certain things. Like, it could be 2 people kissing and doing stuff on the show. I'll turn that and fast forward it. Like, don't watch that. Yeah, don't watch that. It's just certain stuff that's appropriate and certain stuff that's not.
Yeah, I've been trying to guide my daughter just turned 9 in May, so I've been trying to guide her. Like,
yeah, my daughter goes, one day she with a girl and one day she's with a guy. So it's like, I can also see like the confusion of like, or the exploration, I guess.
I think it's confusion. I don't think it's natural because like, there's studies where humans will adapt to what they see and see this.
We adapt to everything. I literally just said that the other day. I was sitting in the car just looking at the sky, and I was like, we really. That's what it was. Someone asked me what would if I was like an animal or something like that. And I was like, I mean, we are the top of the food chain. Like,
are we though?
I mean, technically, because we've
been
given dominion
Africa right now with no weapons. It's over.
I mean, of course, but in a sense, we've been given dominion over the animals. So in a sense, yes, we've by law been put over them, but on a physical, hell no. Yeah. Bruh, a mosquito could take us out. Right. Literally,
when
like
sick, when they got that malaria.
Boy, you get bit by one of them, it's over. Yeah. You know, little spider, a little venom. If we were smaller, a daddy long leg could take us out.
Yeah. So I found that out that they were like the most poisonous.
But their mouth's just too big. Yeah. I mean, too small. Yeah, can't get us. Crazy. But like little stuff like that. But yeah.
So I got a question for you. Since you seem to think outside the box.
Very much so. I'm always outside that box.
Flat earther, round earther.
Say that again?
Are you a flat earther or a round earther?
Oh, definitely not flat, but I don't think you're round.
It's flat. Well,
it's oblong.
It's like a disc.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say.
But I don't think it's flat. We're not flat.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? When you say that, what do you mean?
Like, because when you say flat, I'm thinking like.
No, I mean, it has. It's just like the shape. The bottom of it is, I would say, is like that. Like a circle, but not a ball.
I just feel like it's definitely some type of dome because simply.
So you think we have a firmament? That's what the dome is the firmament.
Yeah, I mean, I can see the firmament, though. The stars, for people who don't know what firmament is.
Yeah. They say, well, actually.
I say that, but you want to know why I say that, though?
Why?
Because we have rainbows.
Right. That's a reflection off.
And you can only get a rainbow with the reflection.
But science says. So who's right?
I guess I'll find out when I die.
The scientist with all the letters behind their name, or?
I think I'm more curious at this point about what it's like to die and less about what the heck this is.
You think we ever went to the moon?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't think. Now, do I think we have like? Have we put like stuff out there or shot stuff up? Yes, most definitely so.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know. I don't think we have, because you're talking about the dome. If there is a dome, that said dome is impenetrable. And
you think so?
Yes. If
why?
Because if you're going biblically, it says he encased us in a firmament. There's so many movies that show.
I don't believe in planets.
I don't either. We're. I promise I'm not high.
Sorry, I'm not either. I'm sober as crap. My blunt is rolled over in the bag.
This is alternative ways of thinking. Look into it if you think it's crazy. But a lot of movies have shown us that there is a firmament. It's an Ed and Eddie, Thor movie.
Yeah.
The last Shazam did it. Like, and they tell us truths in movies. And
They do. Especially in Hollywood. Hollywood is run by the government, in case y'all didn't know.
Yeah.
They actually produce every movie.
Right. But go to TikTok and just search rocket firmament. Like, you will see when they shoot rockets, they go like this, right?
And then they come down.
And then they start curving.
They do.
And in some of them you will see like a wave in the air. And you know what it looks like? It looks like the back of like how the water looks at the back of a speedboat. That's what it looks like in the sky.
It does.
In the Bible it says, water's above as below, and it's a firmament. There's water above us.
But you want to know what's crazy? So there's this movie that I watched. Dang, what's the name? It's a remake of a movie. So this is the thing. Even that Deliverance movie we were talking about, I only watch that type of stuff for research.
Me too.
I only watch. I watch a lot of certain, especially scary or stuff like that type movies. I watch a lot of that. Less for entertainment and more for information.
Yeah.
Because they do put all of these subliminals in there, and if you don't know, you're just gonna go right on. But if you do know, you're gonna be like, it's gonna change the whole movie for you. Right. You're gonna be sitting there like, oh, they talking about something completely different. Once again, those who have ears, let them hear. Like the words turn into something completely different. But there's this movie. Dang, what is it called? I can't remember. I'm gonna remember though. Well, I'm gonna look it up. But it's these two girls, and they're basically playing with witchcraft. And they go into like this well type thing. So they're like sitting in this like little puddle of water, and they disappear for like, I think it was either like a couple of days or a couple of weeks. But when they come back, their feet were so bad. Like they looked like they'd been walking for 30 years nonstop. Like they just looked bad. And like the one girl's parents were like super religious. They were like, we got to take her to the church, pray over her. We found her. Da, da, da. Was it that?
Because they came out with The Exorcist like last year. It's like a black girl and a white girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is. I haven't seen it, but that's what it is.
Yeah. So then, but the black girl, and I always say this too. I found it very interesting that they had a black girl and a white girl. The father, though, the mother had died before she was born or something, or when she was born, something happened, and dad had to make a choice. And in the movie, you think he chose the daughter, and when it comes out later, he really chose the mom. And like when she was demonized or whatever, she said it. But anywho, they were playing in the water, and basically that's what they did. They went into another firmament, and it was under the water. So when their souls were down there, they let their bodies come back. So the girls were back in the real world with me and you. They look crazy, first of all. If my child come back looking like that, I'm trying to tell you right now, I'm leaving that child, the house, and everything in it.
That's what I say about zombie movies.
Like,
every time I get bit, and they be like, no, like...
Fuck that.
I'm sorry. Like,
the Bible even says you can't love nobody more
it's
than
over.
me.
Right.
Okay? That means kids included.
Yeah.
Okay? So when it all is said and done, you need to really... I'm sorry, I love my kids to death, but you are not about to...
Like, you're not my kid no more.
You're not my kid no more. You're a demon.
Else.
You're
right,
a spirit. Because, you really have to take into consideration that, like, we are spirits in human bodies. Like, we really are. So it's like, even down to the energy. And if you want to get scientific, it's a scientific thing. Yeah. Or energy. Yeah. So, but yeah, so they were doing all this demonic stuff, and they messed around and got demonized, and they had to sit down, and then they had to choose and do all this other stuff. But it just...
I might watch that now.
Yeah, it's really good.
It's on Max, HBO Max.
Yeah, it's really good. But my thing is like the way that they're making movies nowadays, I liked it simply because it was realistic, which actually made it scarier than anybody popping out or something like that. Like, they made it very realistic. And I feel like that Deliverance movie, from what I'm hearing, they've made it realistic like that too, to where it's like, it's not scary. It's not like, ooh, demons, da da da. I feel like no one's scared of demons anymore. So they're like, well, let me show you how this is really actually your life now. Right. Let me show you how in the everyday life, this is what's really going on. And I feel like at this point, 2024, or whatever year we're in, because I don't even think we're in 2024. Sorry. But, yeah, I feel like they're really showing now, like, we're here. Like, they've really done some things out here on a spiritual level that's like, even if you're a non-believer, you have to still take in consideration, like, okay, well, how do you explain this? Or what is this?
I see how you can't believe in something at this point. It's kind of...
I don't care if you believe in the devil, believe in something.
It's kind of obvious.
Like, a lot of things are very obvious right now. Right. And then they're trying to do this whole, like, aliens in the sky thing, whatever. Yeah. I think that's more spiritual than what they're trying to lead on. Yeah. I don't think there's aliens.
I don't think there's, like, aliens. I just think that they're angels, honestly.
I think they're celestial beings out here right now.
Yeah.
If you say camp your angels around me, there should be a lot of them out here, shouldn't they?
Should.
For the believers.
Should. And I'm not even getting to it, but yeah, I definitely think there's something
I could talk 55 million days about this. Yeah. People be so mad at me. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's, especially when you first find out stuff. You be trying to tell everybody.
Yeah, you be trying to tell everybody. But I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, this is the second time this done happened. This is the second time this happened. I did a photo shoot a couple weeks ago, and out of nowhere we started talking about this.
It's crazy because you normally can't find anybody.
You can't. That's why I don't say nothing.
Yeah.
You look crazy. You sound crazy.
I never would have suspected that you.
I wouldn't have suspected you. Yeah. I didn't suspect the other person I had this conversation with.
2020 got me. 2020, because it was mad content coming out. You know, we had nothing to do. It was locked down, so I was tuned into some stuff.
I started this like
It really was towards the end of 2019 that I kind of started seeing the alternative, but I wasn't sure about it. I was just like,
I was really more like 2010. I've
Wow.
been in here for a minute.
well,
So for me, it's like I'm literally seeing the process of like, nah, people is like, the information is
it's
waking
growing.
up.
Yeah,
It's
you know,
growing.
that's the scripture. In the last days,
It is.
knowledge will increase.
It will increase.
So, as far as what we're talking about, like the Bible side of
Mm-hmm.
it, that's like 2020. But in 2011, I got woke up to like what you would say like conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Illuminati.
But
and
you
things
see
like
how
that.
there's
But
no
it was a
conspiracy
path.
theories anymore, right?
Right. Well,
They're real.
But to you, I can bring one of my homeboys in here right now.
But I'm saying-
he's gonna
I'm-
tell both of us we crazy.
I'm saying
For stuff that's proven.
Nah, okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like the government, I don't really care about what people say because the people are gonna be the people. But the people who have power, the people who already knew and been knowing and been doing things to like,
Yeah.
because realistically, it's also for me, it's an American thing. That's why I always separate America now. Like it really is an American thing. Like our mentality and our way of thinking is so clouded. Like from the
this is
food we
Babylon.
eat, this is Babylon for real. Is the food we eat, the water we drink, nothing, the air we breathe,
pure.
the toothpaste we use to brush our teeth, like everything is set to a mind control state. I don't know if you've seen Who Killed Tyrone.
Yeah, that was a great movie.
Bro, I watched that 4 or 5. I never rewatch movies, but that movie was so real, and it's so real because it's like that's not just a black thing. That's an American thing.
Right.
They have tainted all of us in that manner. It's not a black and white thing anymore.
It's an American
over
thing.
here.
Like, I feel like the powers that be tamper with everybody, but I feel like there's a hyper focus on
because
us
we're
now.
all here,
Yeah.
and it's the land of the free. Like anything can go over here. So whatever happens in America, everybody, it's kind of like that popular kid in school. Oh, well, whatever they do, I want to do. So even if you don't fuck with us, you fuck with us.
We influence the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's how I really just look at that. And when it comes to the government thing, like, bro, I don't know if anybody else knows, but we are all under one government. I don't care if you're here or in Australia. We're definitely all under the same COVID. If COVID didn't show you nothing
Yeah,
else,
COVID
it
COVID
should have
got us.
showed you that
Yeah.
we are all a lot closer and a lot more concise than you think.
Yeah.
Like,
But before we get out of here, let the people know, like, where can they find you if they want to tune
if you're
in?
not scared of me now, no, I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah,
playing. For one, just a disclaimer: I don't put my beliefs on no one. You know, I am very much a person that read and figure out for yourself. I will never impose my thoughts onto anyone else. This is just the knowledge and information that I've gathered in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? This is what I believe for myself. But
These are all just jokes. Don't,
haha. Are they?
But look into it. Look into it though. Look into it.
But nah, you can find me. I'm on Instagram, TikTok, Threads,
I
Twitter.
haven't done
You don't like Threads?
I refuse to sign up for it.
Why?
What's the point, man?
I like Threads because you have to read. I said that the other day.
I don't need another.
It's so
social
quiet
media
over
platform.
there.
Yeah, is it worth even going over there?
I will say the engagement is genuine because they made everybody start over.
Gotcha.
So it doesn't matter if you're on Instagram with 130K followers.
Start at zero.
You're starting at zero.
Okay.
Well, you really kind of start with your people, but as far as the engagement goes, it's not fake. So all them bots and stuff over
Yeah.
there that was making all them comments or liking all your stuff, it's not over there. So someone with, it looks realistic. So like someone with a couple thousand, 100K followers or whatever, they could still get 3 likes on a post.
That's crazy. Yeah. I might sign. I don't know.
It's
man.
genuine. Or like, you know, when it comes to like networking or getting with creatives, yeah, you put a hashtag in, you'll be flooded with like so many people from all over the world.
Okay.
It's kind of like Clubhouse, but without
Yeah.
the actual people talking.
Yeah.
That's
So-
what kind of vibe it gave me. But
Your handle, is it
at the model of truth,
across all platforms?
all platforms.
Oh, you lucky. Some of mine are. Well, Since I went to my name, most of them are the same now. But
Yeah, I've had that name forever. It didn't even have nothing to do with modeling, but I've had that name forever.
where did that come from?
The Model of Truth?
Yeah.
Haha, what we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So when I first got my Instagram, that's all I used to post was
Oh,
like
okay.
truths of the world and this, that, and the fourth. So if you go on my page and you see when did you join, that's what my page was. That's how
Gotcha.
long I've been doing that.
Okay.
I did get in a little trouble here and there. My page got flagged more than a few times. But when I started modeling and stuff like that, I took all of that off.
Gotcha. Did you delete it or did you?
I deleted it
archive
because they didn't even have archive back
Okay.
then.
Okay.
That's, yeah, for those who don't know, archive's actually a feature, new feature.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So yeah, so I ended up having to delete all of that stuff off of my page, and shout out to Mike, R.I.P. But me and him, we used to go back and forth all the time about different stuff, and he would send me some stuff. So every now and again, I'll like say something on like my story or something like that. But for the most part, I keep it pretty separate because it's very controversial.
Yeah.
So
Just make a new page if you want to
Right.
get back to it.
I don't even want to.
Yeah.
That it gets a little scary when you really out here talking about, like, my phone was getting tapped.
Really?
I had people come to my house, yeah, because I was deep in.
See, I've never posted online. I just have like.
Nah, I had somebody come to my
Like
house.
this, like
long
this,
time ago.
like interview right here. This is the most.
This is the
like,
most
on
I've talked
camera.
publicly ever about it. So
Right.
that's gonna be interesting.
We ain't saying nothing crazy though.
We did
Like I'm saying, we ain't influencing nobody. We just saying like
the truth.
there's alternate thoughts. Believe it or don't believe it. I just say do your own research and come to your
Yeah, I
own
say do
conclusion.
your own research.
Don't believe what I said. Don't believe what she said. Don't believe what media tells you. Go do your own research.
Yep.
But I
Read.
appreciate you. Yes, reading. If you want to hide
Reading
something from a man,
rainbow.
put it in a book.
Put in a book.
That's a very true statement.
Very.
Very true statement.
That's why I said I like threads, because you have to read. It's an exercise that we don't exercise.
Yeah,
I don't even know if some people can read.
that's true. That's true. I read a little bit. I've always been a reader.
Me too.
But I appreciate you for coming through.
I appreciate you having me. This was a great
I
conversation.
might have to bring you back because you got some knowledge up here. I like it. I'll see what the feedback is if I don't get canceled.
I think, right? I might get canceled with you.
Might get me canceled. The Rondell podcast is over. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know if we're crazy. Let us know if you believe some of the things that we said. And I will catch you in the next episode. Peace. All right. That was it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, man.